I was going to do an interview with Sam Stein on the Ed Show today, and by the way, if people don't know, I mean, I think everybody knows, but I want to remind everybody, all week long at 6 o'clock Eastern on MSNBC, I'm filling in for Ed Schultz. So definitely check that out. And I just told you the ratings matter a lot. And so I was going to just definitively debunk the idea of this Imam being radical. And yesterday we talked about it on the Young Turks a little bit. Mm-hmm. And, you mentioned Sam's piece from Huffington Post that explained that the Imam worked with the FBI. I think we did that on yesterday's show.
Yeah, we did that on yesterday's show.
Right. But I just want to give a tiny bit more detail on it for the Young Turks audience. Look, not only did he work with the FBI after 9/11, he's done 4 trips abroad representing the State Department. He worked with the Bush administration. He worked with Karen Hughes. Now, I tell you that not just because he's obviously not radical, and it's also equally obvious that he actually was considered by Democrats and Republicans to be perhaps the most moderate Muslim, well-known moderate Muslim in the country, okay? But also to tell you, these guys knew who they were throwing under the bus. Mm-hmm. So, and all those people he worked with, Karen Hughes, etc., just staying in hiding, knowing that this guy's getting character assassinated, I mean, it's repulsive.
Yeah, it's disgusting, yeah. That's why I love Sam Stein's piece so much, because you keep seeing this Imam characterized as this radical and as this terrible individual. And, Huffington Post was one of the only publications that really had a clear article or clear published article about who this man really is, what he really did in the past, and how he's not radical or a believer in radical Islam at all. So I love Sam Stein's piece.
Just slight inside baseball there is that, I mean, in the MSNBC building, too, among producers, etc., people were talking about, man, these guys are doing real journalism. That's the funny thing. Like, the right wing, etc., like, try to dismiss Huffington Post as, like, oh, yeah, it's just a blog or whatever. No. They're one of the few people who actually have reporters that go and break stories.